Hi, dear student. I am Professor Masood Ahmad. I am into the law class, Professor Masood's legal class. And today we have the session number 4, class 4, environmental law subject, which is there for LL.B 3 years. Okay, it's in OSMANIA University and most of the universities in India. So as we have already completed 3 classes, now fourth one, we are talking about the global warming. The global warming is the long-term warming of the planet's overall temperature. Though this warming trend has been going on for a long time, its pace has significantly increased in the last 100 years due to the burning of fossil fuels. As the human population has increased, so has the volume of fossil fuels burned. See, as I've already mentioned you, when we talk about the environment, the concept of environment, we are talking more, we are focusing more, and we have got a lot of concern and worry about the global warming. And whether it is environment, global warming, or the climate change, it is directly proportionate with the population and demographic profile of that country or that place. So as the population is increasing from a century, so I think from last 100 years, the whatever growth we had the population worldwide, and I think last year we have completed in the month of November, December 2022, we had completed the population number is 8 billion. Now the world population is 8 billion plus. It comes to 800 crore plus. So when the population is increasing, the demand and services for the goods and services increases and the consumption pattern increases. Consumption, it is not only the food, the goods, even the services. Because of that, we have got a lot of usage of resources, and then those resources will generate fossil fuels. And we'll discuss fossil fuels in detail and how it will impact the global warming. Then the second important concept we have, the climate change, refers to a long-term shift in temperature and weather patterns. These shifts may be natural, but since the 1800s, human activities have been the main driver of climate change, primarily due to the burning of fossil fuels. The meaning of fossil fuels broadly, it is the coal, it is oil, and it is the gas, which produces heat trapping gases. So these heat trapping gases, it will have the negative impact and the adverse effect on overall environment, global warming, and the climate change. Then let us talk or differentiate between the global warming and the climate change, because most of us we think that we use synonymously the global warming and the climate change. Concept is more or less similar, but it has got the differentiation. Global warming refers to the rise in global temperature due mainly to the increasing concentration of greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, whereas the climate change refers to the increased changes in the measures of climate over a long period of time, including precipitation, temperature, and wind patterns. So these issues, the global warming and climate change, so they both are interdependent. The global warming, basically we are talking about the rise in global temperature, and the climate change refers to the increasing changes in the measure of climate uh, over a long period of time. Global warming, if you ask me, it is something like a static analysis. Global warming at a particular time and particular place, particular location, how is the planet and how is the environment in context of the environment. And climate change, it is a complete process actually. So these are the changes frequently happens. The climate is changing. We can say that every century, every decade, and every year. So climate change is the continuous process, and the outcome of the climate change, it is the global warming. So whether it has got the positive impact or negative impact, but the history shows from last 100 years, most of the places and most of the countries and continent, we have the adverse effect, that is the negative effect. So this is the distinction between the global warming and climate change. Now let us talk about the fossil fuels. Fossil fuels are made from decomposing plants and animals. These fuels are found in Earth's crust and contain carbon and hydrogen. I think this you have to remember, this carbon and creating hydrogen, which can be burned for, it is from the energy, coal, oil, and natural gases are example of fossil fuels. Diagrammatically also you can see. So it is the carbon, it is the hydrogen. So that will have because of the energy like coal, oil, and natural gases. See here, fossil fuels types. Fossil fuels, any of a class of hydrocarbon containing materials of biological origin occurring within Earth's crust that can be used as a source of energy. Fossil fuels include coal, petroleum, natural gas, oil shale, bitumen, tar, sands, and heavy oils. Because of that, no, in India, traditionally and conventionally, we used to construct the tar road, that we call it in Indian language the Dambar road. I think most of the places the Dambar road it is banned because environment is one of the important issue. So this tar sands and even heavy oil shell. So these are all creating problem. They have got the adverse impact on the overall environment and it will have the long-term impact on climate change. So diagrammatically also you can see the fossil fuels example, main examples. Now, this is the statistical data. See, where do we stand? So if we take the top 10 countries which are good at environment, see, there is some international standard and parameter that they give the ranking, this ranking agency. But unfortunately, in top 10 now, first three places are vacant actually. The fourth number we have the Denmark, and fifth number Sweden, sixth number Norway, and seventh United Kingdom, eight Mexico, and nine Chile, and 10th is India. So India, if you see the right hand side at the center of the diagram, that India track record. So what is happening in 2014? 2014 almost we were 31, and 2015 we were 25, and 2016 we are 20, 2017 14, 2018 11, 2019 9, 2020 10, and 2021 it is also 10. So this is the ranking. So reasonably okay as compared to at a global level, because we are in the top 10 countries best at environment. But India has got the challenge. India has got the challenge because if you see in top 10 countries, most of the countries are not highly populated countries. So the European country you can take, most of them are European, and one is Morocco, African country. So what happens, the population is less, they are able to control the environment. But in case of India, we have got the population, it is more than 1.4 billion, and the density of population you can see it is more than 350 persons is staying per square kilometer. So the population is high, and the demographic profile is something different as compared to the European country, whatever are there in top 10. So India near future has got the higher challenge as compared to other countries, the West. So because of that, the government of India, the state government, NGOs, And we as a student and responsible citizen, we should have the care and concern for the environment. So it should be protected, okay, so that our coming generation, they should not have the environmental issue. So it is our responsibility. Thank you, students, and all the best. And we'll be meeting in the next class. Thank you.